pass 150, we'll take a sideways route. The altcoins will have a meteoric rise. Bitcoin will receive funding from alts. By November 1.5, when it reaches 125, its parabolic blow will have been removed. They will then have the parabolic blow off top when that money rotates back into alts. One of the more optimistic Bitcoin settings I've seen in a long time is this one, 76.5. We call the bottom. It was bull time as we warned you. A brand new old time is told to you. I was running when I noticed this. People, she's like stairs to heaven. There you have it. Please pay care. The market is booming right now. A bull run is underway. We're climbing all the way to the top. Then we have this. BlackRock's build, which is close to $3 billion, 0 cents, is the largest of the latest tokenized treasuries, ranking in the top 7 billion, indicating growing institutional interest in on-chain assets. The relationships between Ripple, OpenEden, and Ondo Finance are numerous and noteworthy. Recall that Ripple contributed $10 million, 0 cents, to OpenEden's project to tokenize US Treasury notes. T-bills are everything to me. I think a T-bill is better than a CD. T-bills, put your money in and withdraw it whenever you want without compromising your health or breaching any agreement. You're bound by the terms of CDs. My T-bill is nice. In an effort to introduce conventional financial assets into DeFi, OpenEden's T-bills tokens on the XRP ledger are secured by short-term US government debt and reserve repurchase agreements. The XRP ledger's standing in tangible assets is improved by this action. Additionally, we just witnessed how to purchase tokenized real estate on the blockchain and access real-world assets. Ripple's dedication to fusing blockchain technology with conventional finance is. These businesses were starved and nearly destroyed by the previous administration, which forced them abroad. Therefore, our goal is to implement the strictest AML and regulations in the United States. In my opinion, the US Treasury Secretary is well versed in this topic. Trump advised you to make plans. You are aware of the need to plan. What's happening in the cryptocurrency markets is visible to you. The United States will now take the lead. One of the biggest US corporations, Ripple, is leveraging blockchain and DLT, and BlackRock is setting the standard. They are also setting the standard. Josh Adina then released this, saying, look, this is a picture we've seen before. Interoperability on all platforms has been enabled 100 times. We're conversing. The ILP ledger is used by SEPA with Target 2, ACH, Fedwire, FPS, and Chaps, HVPS and Genzen before through the XRP ledger. We are discussing the Internet of Things, payment systems, marketplaces, trade finance, capital markets, blockchains, and DLTs, among other platforms. T-bills are being introduced to the blockchain. We are witnessing the introduction of tokenization on the blockchain. Stable coins are beginning to take center stage, and if they are to facilitate cross-border value transfers and money transfers, they must need a neutral bridge asset. Therefore, we are simply establishing stable currency and replicating the SWIFT network and system, but on top of the blockchain. The stable coin of Bank of America is not something that the Bank of Japan want to own. The Bank of Japan's stable coin is not something that Bank of America wants to own. An interoperable route must exist here. Excuse me, but this is what the XRP ledger, the interledger or the interledger protocol, which is the ILP, does. He then drops his XRP chart on eGram Crypto. Look, he says, the average rise on XRP is around 1,500%. He provides you 3 options on where we can go. Don't let the chart fool you. It is a chart that's been inverted or turned upside down. Here, the typical run aim is about $29.00. He puts it at about $27.00. Yesterday, we had a conversation about this. How did XRP reach this amount and this goal? It's really easy. Additionally, you just need to adhere to one rule. Since my targets are between $175.00 and $225.00, I'm pretty optimistic that Bitcoin will break above $200,000.00 this bull cycle. XRP will be between $20.00 and $30.00. There are still a ton of ETFs that will launch eventually, which will significantly boost XRP's value. Spot ETFs are what these will be. 18 is currently sold. In the end, I believe you'll see more than 24. Even if we only receive half of that, we still receive 12 of these ETFs, or even less, 6 to 9 of which go live. And each and every One of them buys XRP, which takes it off the exchange. Then the lack of supplies occurs. Depending on the path we choose, the most bullish cryptocurrency chart, which shows that Bitcoin is running XRP, will follow his targets throughout these three platforms. He has an average price for XRP, which is roughly between $27.00 and $30.00. People, what do you want to know? If none of this materializes, your worst case scenario still involves a $12.00 XRP. What are your thoughts about that? Have a great Sunday. I'll see you all at the next one. Be friendly to each other, wash your hands, and be nice. Winkle is out. Ripple.